What's going on, you guys? Back with another video. In this video, I want to talk about narcissists and the mind games they play out of jealousy. See, when you come across a narcissist, it's one thing to have to deal with a toxic individual and all the abuse that comes along with it. But when you're dealing with a jealous narcissist, it gets worse because they feel like they're in competition with you, and you figure it out once you start to hear the things that are being said about you. Say for example, you work in the same field as a narcissist, but you gain more support than they are. People flock to you, people enjoy your company, you're authentic, you're approachable, you're a pleasure to be around. You come in peace, and people feel that. So they like to be around you. You're more favorable than the narcissist. They become very jealous-hearted at that. They can't contain the harsh feelings and vindictiveness that they feel for you. So what happens is they try to get inside of people's minds and convince them that you're not authentic and that they shouldn't be supporting you. See, they play dirty mind games to try to convince people, who to be aware of. And they tell people, you have to have strong discernment to see this. But they don't even have strong discernment. That's just a word they use because they know that the people are listening to that. They hear what they're saying, but they don't really get it. It's used a lot, just like the word narcissism. Narcissist, it's being used a lot, and a lot of times, people use it to call out someone because they need other people to pay attention to that person. And you can be mislabeling someone, which cause others to misjudge that person. So you got to be careful who you're calling a narcissist, because all of us really carry the traits. Some of us even have to use it in defense mechanism, as a defense mechanism against the narcissist who's trying to fool us. Sometimes you got to play them at their own game. So it can be used, and it's necessary to use it sometimes, to defend yourself, to create a safe space for yourself until you're able to, escape that environment permanently. I understand that. You have to use reverse psychology on people the same as they use that on you. They try to manipulate you. You have to use it back on them sometime to escape their environment. Toxic environment, abusive environment at that. You got to play that same game back with them, especially when they least expect it. And so they hate when people support you because it's like the people are taking something from them. It's like the people, they take something from it. And they take something from it out of love, and no narc can take that away from it. But trust me, they will try to. And there's nothing wrong with having a lack of discernment. Sometimes you're just not there yet. That's why it's important to have, a connection with the highest power and ask for discernment. Ask them to show you what's real. Ask them to protect you from the things that try to hurt you. Ask them to fix you when you're broken. Ask them to heal you. Ask them to correct you when you're wrong and to put you in place when you're out of order. You have to have, the spirit of accountability in you. You got to have that in you. A person who uses accountability as, I find fault. I take fault in trusting the wrong people. That's not what I'm talking about. That's another way that narcissists pull a fast one on you to make you think, well, I know how to hold myself accountable. I held myself accountable because, I was just trusting the wrong people and I was defending myself. That's just another way that they're giving themselves an excuse for their bad behavior. and toxic behavior and abusive behavior. See? So a person who only focuses on their own life and do what it is that God has called them to do, they don't have time to do this blame shit, this smear campaign, this dragging people and falsely accusing others. You know, narcissists have a habit of baiting you into a fight, then playing a victim. They set you up in front of an audience that they created and pretend like you're the perpetrator or you're someone who they should watch out for. You know, you call them a narcissist, they call you the narc, and they run and create a group. They need an audience. They need to spread it out because they know you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You have a natural about you. Your light shines. You don't have to explain yourself to people. Narcs, on the other hand, that's what they live for because they try to get inside your mind and convince you that they are someone who you're not. And people see it, very seldom people see it. Most of the time they see it when the mask comes off. And when they have to deal with the narc one-on-one. A lot of people are not going to know what it is to know what a narcissist is until they have to deal with one, until they've experienced it firsthand. Narcissists use the dirtiest tactics to be noticed and to have power and control. They don't care who they hurt along the way. But see, God knows all and sees all. And he don't need no help. I always say that God don't need no help. That's why, especially from false prophets who come in their name, wolves in sheep's clothing. We got to be careful with what we listen to. We got to pay close attention to things. Everything that glitters ain't gold. Y'all know how it goes. Got to pay attention to what you hear, question everything you see, because the narcissists are known for playing dirty mind games out of jealousy. Don't get caught up in that their falsehood and this grandiose attitude and this sense of entitlement. They're vindictive and they'll do anything they can to manipulate. They're wicked. They will manipulate people into believing that they should follow them. Trust me. They really want you to trust them, like the devil wants you to trust them. To trust the demons that's among us. The devil know who he can use. The devil know the type of heart people have, and he know that those are the easy targets. The devil hates those who follow God and who has the Lord in their spirit and in their heart. Be careful with the fights that people invite you to, even if they are not narcissists. Every battle is not yours. Some of them will be and some won't. You have to know when to give it to God. And when you give it to him, let him have it. Don't take it back. Let that go. Because it's too big for you to fight. Their goal is to get you to believe them. Get you to believe that they have good intentions. They're frauds. They're liars. They're manipulative. They're wicked. They're evil. Need I say more? You have to pay attention to their actions. Pay attention to their tone. If they can't get their point across without using profanity, like why? You shouldn't have to. You should be able to express yourself without cussing all the time. That only shows that there's a deep-rooted issue within that person. Anger issues. Falsely accusing people. They want to bring other people down. They thrive off that. But I want to thank y'all for watching this video. Like it if you like it. Like it if you don't like it. Share it because it can help somebody. I'm just trying to get the real message out there. Talk to y'all later.